any other migrant worker, we face different kind of challenges. Depending on the country you might have migrated to, searching for a green workers. As a domestic worker, what challenges do we face here in Saudi Arabia? Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to share with you some of the challenges that many people face living and working in Saudi Arabia. As a domestic worker coming from Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, so many challenges I faced here in Saudi Arabia. But I'm going to give you some of the key challenges which I faced, so that if you are planning to travel here or you are already here, this video will help you understand that life can be how life can be here in Saudi Arabia. The first challenge which I faced was cultural adjustment. The culture of Saudi Arabia and that of Uganda are different. Here they have a strong traditions and rules. For example, the dressing code is strict. Prayer times are respected everywhere. First of all, in Uganda, you can dress as you want and you move out without anyone holding your hand that you have dressed badly, even if you wear sleeveless. But here in Saudi Arabia, you cannot go outside without wearing a abaya, or we call them Sharias in my country. Muslims know that kind of clothes. And even the prayer times, whereby every time of the prayer is respected. And in my country, even if they are praying, even if they are doing they are calling people for prayers here in Uganda, we don't mind. You just move along. Travel in so many things. And the language here, you remember Uganda, our official language is English. Now here, almost the official language is Arabic. Now speaking Arabic was very difficult for me, and communication became a little bit a problem to my workers and to my fellow workers, as well as my bosses. But to God be the glory, I came to learn Saudi Arabia, to learn Arabic. So many workers feel homesick because life here is very difficult from home, back home, especially the lifestyle of living and even the dressing code. The second challenge which I felt was work challenges. Remember that here many people, especially domestic workers, face long hours with very little rest. Imagine waking up from 6 a.m. to 11 or 12 a.m. in the next hours. You understand that now you are coming from a country where you work from 8 to 5 or from 9 to 8. Now here you're working from 6 to 5 to midnight. It's almost long hours, no rest. Even if you have rest, you just have to force it on yourself. So imagine too much work. You are a domestic worker, the workload is too heavy for you. You have to clean, you have to take care of the children in case you see, you are doing the chef side, you are doing the cleaning, you are doing the kids. Not like any other countries whereby the nanny has to be the nanny and the cook has to be the cook. No, here in Saudi Arabia, you find yourself that you are the only person who works, and you are the only cleaner and you are the nanny at the same time. Sorry guys for the phone ringing. I had to go and pick it. It was my boss. Then the third challenge is the weather, climate and weather. Saudi Arabia is a desert country. Summers are very hot. Sometimes even it reaches more than 45 degrees, and always whenever the summer, there's a lot of sandstorm. We call it dusty storm. Here they call it sandstorm, whereby the dusty storm fills the whole place. Now just imagine you've just cleaned your windows properly. Now comes the dusty storm, and And most times this dust storm comes with some small rainfall drizzling. Now the dust is falling on the window, and now you have to clean it again. Imagine you cleaned it in the morning. Now you are wanted to take at least 2 days. The dust storm comes. Obviously you have to clean in the next day, and you have to clean the windows the next day. Another problem we faced here, it was the rain. My dear, when the rain rains here, you will cry. All the parts of the house, if you don't close them, you will find when the water is filled with inside the house. Sometimes I ask myself, how do these people build their houses? Imagine in my country, we don't have flats, we just have these bungalows, but the water cannot enter inside our house through the windows or the doors, unless we are living in a wet area. But if not that, you cannot see a drain entering the windows. But here, when it rains, you are on tension. Even if it's night, you have to wake up, check all the doors, check all the windows, close, so that you can limit the rain to come from inside the house. So the weather and climate also is part of my challenge here in Saudi Arabia. One day if it rains, I'll show you how things are here in Saudi Arabia when it rains. And this thing always affects our work, especially with domestic workers. Just imagine you want to do other things and now it rains. You have to go back and do the same thing. Imagine you are a cleaner and you have just cleaned the place. Now the dust storm comes. Obviously, you have to clean it again. So if you are coming to Saudi Arabia to work as a domestic worker, just know that so much challenges are here, and climate and weather is part of them. And know that the hotness here, immediately you land in Saudi Arabia, especially in summer, even if you land at 3 o'clock in the morning, my dear, the first welcome will be the heat. The heat here in Saudi Arabia will be the welcome to Saudi Arabia alone, and you feel the heat, my dear. So guys, and the fourth challenge was freedom and rights. Our workers often need permission from our employers to move around. You cannot go outside, even outside your gate, without asking for permission. You cannot even go to the grocery shop or to the nearby grocery shop, even if it's in front of your gate, without asking for your permission. Now imagine me coming from Uganda, whereby I can go outside any grocery outside and buy my grocery, even if I don't have even if my mother is not here, even if my boss is not there, a nanny can go to the shop and buy anything she wants if it's her money. But here you have to first ask for permission, then they give you the driver to take you there, even if the place needs only 5 minutes. Obviously the driver has to take them. Now me who is used to walk from my place to the nearby shop, it gives me everything very challenging. Going outside just to sit outside or to run outside or to walk outside to do like an exercise. Also, you need to ask for permission from your madam or from your employer, just because they own you. It's like they have the rights to do everything for the right to ask permission from them. Even changing job, you cannot change from this employer to another employer if your employer does not agree. Yeah, this is where they have kafili laws, whereby the employer is given rights over whatever decision he or makes. That's why most times you find that some girls end up in prison just because their have just they can even take you to the prison and say, claiming that you did something yet you did not do anything, because the kafili law works. And now some of us, they take our documents, passports, contracts, and they keep them. Now how will you run? You have to go and ask for permission. So also that one, freedom and rights are not even followed. We understand here there are rights which governs the housemaid and rights which the housemaid has to do, but no, they are not followed. Most of the rights of a housemaid, they are not followed. So my dear, if you are coming to work as a domestic worker, just know that public gathering and free expression is restricted here. You cannot even talk about yourself. You cannot even express yourself most of the time. All the time you have to first ask your madam. Even if there's a gathering in their family, you cannot even feel like you are at home. You are like in a, I don't know how, especially in some homes. So you find that you cannot, especially, and those who take care of elder people, old people, it's very difficult for them to go outside. Now just imagine spending 2 years in a country which is silent. You cannot move outside, you cannot walk outside, you just have to sit there. That's why in most cases I tell my fellow housemates, you should always find yourself happiness regardless the situation you are passing through. Another the fifth thing, challenge is emotional and social life. Yes, that's the fifth challenge. Many workers feel lonely and isolated. Yes, many workers feel lonely and isolated. That's why most housemaids, they feel very, very homesick when they don't have their phones. Here in Saudi Arabia, we domestic workers, we take our phones like our sisters or our brothers. They are like family. They are like part of us. Even if your phone is removed from you for 1 hour, you feel like they have removed something from you, because most of the time we stay inside our employer's house and we miss our families. So when you go to social media, you find funny people making you happy. You smile and feel home. And the stress and the stress we have, the sadness always go with our phones. That's why social media has helped many of housemates to express their life or their stress out through social media, especially TikTok. You see those girls who make funny things in the houses or in their employer's home. Most of them, they do them out of stress. So they find something which can make them happy, and from there they end up feeling relieved. So guys, that's also another big challenge we face here as domestic workers. Number 6 is the health issue. Last but not least is the health issue. Health. Some workers do not get good medical care. Tiredness from work, too much, and emotional stress can also cause health problems like anxiety and depression. I always tell my friend here, if you are not very careful and you're working in the house or you're working as a domestic worker in Saudi Arabia or in any other Gulf country, my dear, if you are not careful, you can have a lot of health problems. First of all, you might have high blood pressure. You might go into depression. You might go into anxiety. You might have even so much health problems because of the life they are living. Some of these people, they can shout, they can put you on tension, they can make you overwork, they can make you see you like you don't need time to rest. So from all that, you will find yourself in depressed. Remember, you are homesick, you are missing your people. Now here comes your madam, who is always complaining about each and everything. Obviously, you will end up going into depression, and that's why in most cases when I talk to my fellow domestic workers, when they ask me, I always advise them that after a long day of work, try to stretch up your body, try to make yourself happy, treat yourself like a queen, and always be with a backup memory saying, no, I can do it and I'm a winner. If they're not that, try to do some exercise, prepare yourself for the next day, because due to the tiredness of heavy loads for that day, and you cannot be treated here. After stretching up, the next day we wake up with a new body ready to work for the next day. But if not, you don't do a stretch up and work out, my dear, you might wake up in the next morning when you have nothing to show, or when you are very tired, like you worked the whole night. And here they don't provide the medical care. Yes, you understand that here you have to be given a health insurance, but no, they don't give us. So they do counter medication. Yeah, if you are sick, you have flu, you have fever, for them they'll just give you Panadol and they give you 4 hours to rest and then continue to work. They will not mind about most of your problems, because they did not hire you to become sick. Few understand that a maid, when she is sick, she needs rest, but most of them, they do not understand that. So having passed all through those challenges, most of the times I'm telling you, my dear fellow Kadamas or housemates or domestic workers, that even with all these challenges, many people are still very strong and keep going. Please keep going, because they want to support their parents. We have to support our families, our children. We want to change our life. If you are in Saudi Arabia, all right, now remember, you are not alone. Keep strong, my dear sister. Keep strong, my dear brother, who is working as a driver. Keep always hope, stay hopeful, and always take care of yourself. Do some exercise. Make your memory out of the stressful day. Yes, your boss is too quarrelsome, but doesn't make you feel lonely. Don't make yourself feel lonely. If you feel like you can do something which can make you happy, do it, my dear. Do it. It will make your body become fresh again. It will release all the memories which are bad for a day and make you fresh and very tidy. Thank you guys for watching. If you have found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe for more stories and experience here in Saudi Arabia as a domestic worker. My name is Irene and I'm working as a domestic worker, and the channel of Irene is the channel. Kindly guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment, because so much are going to come and so much you are going to learn from this movie. Send greetings to you all around the globe, and to my fellow housemates, keep going, put your head up. We remember, winners don't quit, always losers we quit. We risk our life to change our future, but if the future, because even your kids, your children, your families, their hopes are in you. Yes, their hopes are in you. They are ready to see life changing, and trust me, you are ready to see life as changing as you wish or as you dream, because we always dream big when we are coming here in Saudi Arabia. I love you guys. God bless you. I sign out. Through these challenges, we are winners. We will win, and we will tell the story in the next generation. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to this channel, like, share and comment. Let's support my I love you. Bye bye.